Hey, you all. Hey, everybody. All right, I'm gonna try to add my boo to see if it can work real quick. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Are Yeah, I can. Are you able to put something? Because look, I ain't got no
You
fucking
know I'm
eyelashes
in
on
my
right now.
room.
I'm
I'm
looking. Are
in.
you able to put like a I got a fucking filter.
Oh, they had those. Wait, let me
Yeah,
see.
but do you know? Are you able to use your filter?
I don't know. I don't think so. While I'm in the dark.
Okay.
Wait, do they have
Okay.
a filter that does your eyebrows? Because that's all I need, to be honest.
You're
Like,
so fun. I don't think that they do. You're so fucking funny. I don't think that they do. No.
I just really like. I don't care about my hair being wrapped. I just want my eyebrows done. They haven't been done in like 4 months.
Okay, I mean, I can hear you, so it's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping, right?
I don't, from what I read from your post, I don't see how you are
So
tripping. You make
let's
valid
let's
points.
let's start from the beginning, though. So I initially posted that Jessie Woo went on the grapevine and said, there are black gatekeepers who don't really make space for black women because we're not exotic. I'm paraphrasing, right?
Pretty much that's what she said, yes.
And
And
in that interview, she blamed Nick Cannon and his team.
yes, more so the executive producer, who was also a black woman, but
Correct.
also she didn't
But
really,
she
she
said
blamed
Nick
Wild 'N
Cannon,
Out,
she
and
said
Nick
Nick
Cannon,
Cannon's right hand
yes,
woman.
exactly,
So that means
exactly.
this right hand woman has to converse with Nick Cannon
That
in
is
order to get shit done.
that's absolutely correct.
So with
That's
that
what I
being
would imagine anyway.
correct. So, but now she went live with Nick Cannon because supposedly I didn't know that he reached out to her on like a separate occasion. So what happened?
So, according to her comment, he reached out to her privately before they had that interview and apologized. And she said that she felt more black gatekeepers needed to do that. But
Correct.
here's my thing, and this is just from what I gathered from the clip that I saw on site and the clip that I saw on the neighborhood talk.
Hmm.
That didn't look like a conversation where Nick was taking accountability. It looked like a conversation where he was acting as if he had no clue on
No,
what she was talking about, and like
none.
he wanted her to break it down all the way down to semantics. When
And my thing is, when somebody says something like that, you don't reach out to them in private. You have a conversation on your platform, and that's where y'all get it straight. Because what happened to her was publicly. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? She
mhm,
went on a public platform and said these things and said it was Nick Cannon and his producers, his right hand woman.
mhm,
And so now she's not even like she. I just posted the video of from the on site of the Nick Cannon, I guess, podcast,
right,
and she's not. There's no type of. She does not have that same type of energy, which is a
mhm,
fucking problem.
mhm.
And and it's bad for our community for people to do things like that. I don't like it.
That's first and foremost. You're absolutely right. Because it seems like you're playing both sides of the fence. And
Correct.
this is my issue. I am not denying that she was a victim of colorism. She more than likely was,
Correct.
and discrimination.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
was it okay when you were benefiting from it? Because something else that occurred in that interview that I'm not going to say I was offended by it, but like she implied that like, oh, I'm not like regular black girls, like I'm Haitian, so why am I not exotic?
Bitch, you're
And
black. Like,
that
and that, I
whole
don't like that.
ideology, that
I
whole
don't like it.
ideology to me, the entire ideology around being exotic is the same ideology that Latinidad comes from. It is
Mm-hmm.
anti-black.
Mm-hmm.
The very idea that what makes you beautiful is your proximities to whiteness is
Correct.
anti-black. And if
Correct.
you recognize that they don't consider you exotic because you are from a predominantly black country,
Correct.
That is anti-black. But is it not just as anti-black as you calling black men's baby mothers brown-skinned roaches?
And that in itself, I want to play this because I don't like it. I'm going to play because I don't like
It's
it. Here we go.
offensive.
With someone who works directly with you.
Through the process and got into the room, it wasn't a pleasant experience.
No, it was not a pleasant experience. Sometimes black gatekeepers as well don't do
a what, Grab? All right.
do a good job of.
But she was talking about him.
Right. That's exactly who she was talking about. But I guess because the woman was black, I guess she was able
to
deflect.
Two opportunities that came to me to have a speaking role.
Yeah, okay.
But the first time was like, right as I was getting on stage, I was told, hey, Jess, you're not going to speak. And I was like, I didn't even have time to process it. So, you're just going to just stay in the position where we told you to stay, and that's that. I'm like, okay. So,
and that was told to you by a woman of color or somebody on the crew.
Your right-hand woman.
By one of the producers.
Right.
So
then she kept it sweet as one of the producers, almost as if she was told to do that.
Correct. She doesn't make the decisions. He does. It's his show.
Exactly.
Not going to speak. And so, but this time around, it was a kind of like I caught between her and someone else. And so I caught the shoot, and she comes back and she's like, you're not going to speak. And I'm like, so I go to the person that she was talking to, and I'm like, hey, Rachel wanted to get me to do this. What's going on? And I was told, you're not exotic. You don't look like the other girls. Basically, it was just like an extensive conversation.
Why is he acting surprised?
Exactly.
Right
Performative.
On set, that had to be heavy on you.
My nigga, they're not ready for me in this motherfucking industry, bitch, because I hold motherfuckers accountable. This is fucking ridiculous.
I hold myself accountable, and this is what I'm saying. I could see if
you kind of have to do what.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to cut off what she's saying, so I'm gonna let her finish.
Okay.
Had to be heavy on you.
Right. But then afterwards, I continued the conversation with the person, and she basically told me, "Listen, like you kind of have to do what these girls are doing. You see how they look, you see their followers on Instagram, you see what they're doing on Instagram, and it's like, and I'm like, first of all, I didn't look like any of them. I was a darker, complected girl.
Can I interject just real quick? Because you used the interesting word exotic, which I really wanted to get to, because I heard you say that on the interview on the Grapevine. And I mean, if you really think about truly the definition of exotic is someone with the descent from a foreign country or foreign land. You're Haitian. You are the definition of exotic.
So this is just cooning at its best, and I don't like it.
But you haven't even seen the epitome of cooning. Coco, our girl. She follows.
Yeah, Coco Saltfish.
Yes, Coco Saltfish. She DM'd me a link of an interview that Nick Cannon did with a Muslim who has a large platform. His name is Riza Islam. Have you ever heard of him before?
Yes.
They did an interview, okay, where he
was talking about how he wanted to have the white women, right?
Let's even take this a step further, because his exact words were that white women is an implement of success. And that after everything that black men went through to be able to date white women before interracial dating was legal, that black men shouldn't be shamed for dating white women.
I remember that.
Okay.
And the brother, right, kept reiterating, if you are not sewing into black, then you are
pull up that article.
As a man, you ain't shit. As a man, you ain't shit. Exactly. You want to procreate and have all of these women, and most of them are white or white adjacent, and
That is a fact.
That is for Nick Cannon, it's a win because he's a black man that has white children, basically. You know what I'm saying?
It is the very ideology that the racist one-drop rule is based on. Yeah. What makes you valuable is your proximities to whiteness.
Correct.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay. Right now, you guys, we're talking about the Jessie Woo shit that's going on with Nick Cannon. She is not keeping that same energy, and that's a problem for me. As a black woman, you disrespected all black women. You said black baby mamas. I'm going to read what she posted because she responded to Dr. B Baby, and then I posted it on my page. So she said, I tweeted one where I called black baby mamas black roaches.
Brown skin roaches is exactly what she said, but okay.
I mean, but yeah. And she said, I actually talked about this on the interview. I talked about how I had to check my own colorism and how black women often display misogyny,
yeah.
Misogyneer.
Misogyneer, an example of misogyneer would be acts of criminalizing, masculinizing dark-skinned women. The very idea of all these social justice warriors being dark-skinned women, like just masculinizing and criminalizing and objectifying dark-skinned women. That's misogyny.
I mean, for sure. So she said, other than that tweet, I've never said or tweeted anything about black women. It was a bad joke that I will always regret. I, as a black woman, would never say black women are roaches I would never do that.
Me either.
So my question is, why does she think that even saying that comment would be okay as a dark-skinned woman that is also fighting to be in the industry with these other girls that don't look like her?
Often, where I come from, colorism is something. Racism may not be as prevalent as it is in the North and the South, but it still exists. I never called no black woman no roach. I just never ever wanted to say such a thing, because that this dialect is associated with a lot of different cultures. To be honest, I was shocked to hear her say it. I've heard a lot of Latinas use this word, especially in New York City, but to hear another black woman say it, that threw me for a loop.
Just say black baby mama.
Constantly defending Cardi B and her anti-blackness.
That shit is crazy to me.
So how much has she learned about her own internal?
Not a motherfucking thing. And for him to bring her on the show and she tap dancing to this nigga's tune is y'all niggas is not ready to have these type of conversations, because he needs to take accountability for what the fuck he did to her. She needs to take accountability about what the fuck she did to black baby mamas. What kind of shit is that? So because I'm a black baby mama, I'm a roach? I didn't do shit to you.
So
I'm a roach.
Here's what Nick Cannon said in that interview with Rizza Islam. He said, white women are looked at as success. In America, we see a white woman. I couldn't have you. My daddy couldn't have you. My granddaddy couldn't have you. I would get killed even looking at you. So now, if I play for the NBA, I want them all. Rizza Islam was saying, okay, so it says, Islam, however, said the desire a black man may have for a white woman says more about the black man than it does a white woman. So then he says, and I quote, so you're telling me the black woman who has been there for us the whole damn time, who was there for us when we were getting lynched, who was there for us when we were getting whipped every day, who was there for us to heal our wounds, to give us consolation of mind, to give us peace and quiet of mind, to help us to get through another day. You're telling me she doesn't deserve, at least if you can give up on a black woman so easily, you don't deserve no other woman, because you have demonstrated you can't give enough love to who needs it most. And
there we go.
In the article, it provides a link to the full interview. I have no.
I'm disgusted. And the thing is, Nick Cannon knows what the fuck he does. He dates accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The nigga, I continue to tell people, he's from San Diego, and I left San Diego because of this fucking problem.
Jessica White has practically bleached herself to a light-skinned woman, and he still won't publicly claim her.
For
So if
sure.
that doesn't tell you how performative that interview with him and Jessie Woo was, I don't know what will. And as someone who claims that she's realized her own internalized self-hatred and that Black women can be very misogynist, why would you sit up there and entertain that shit?
Exactly.
For the sake of views? What was in it for you? We'll find out. It probably won't be tomorrow or next week, but we will find out.
He's gonna have her on the show, and she's gonna have a speaking part and all that shit.
I'm sure.
But again, but what I will say about the Wild Now is that not all the girls that are on there are given, even if they're light skinned, they're not given the same platform as other girls. So it's really like, cause what's her name? She real yellow and she's super super funny. But Just Hilarious is one, but that's not who I was talking about.
Pretty V, the one that the white boy imitates.
No, not Pretty V. It's another one. She wasn't on there. What's her name?
On where?
She was on Wild 'N Out, and she real yellow. She has braces. She has light eyes. I don't know I forget what her name is, but
has a baby with
No, she ain't got no kids.
Oh.
No. This girl ain't got no kids. This girl has braces. Let me see. I think her name was like The World. Her name is Teresa.
See, I never really got into Wild 'N Out. I don't know why. I never really.
But the girl name is Teresa. Her actual name is Teresa. I stopped following her because when I went, I had a booking engagement with this nigga from Houston, and I met her at the event, and she was rude, and I was like, I think it's like it's the World of something. I forget what her name is, but I stopped following her because when I met her, she was rude as fuck, and I was like, I like you on Instagram, but it's not even worth it. But her actual name is Teresa, but she real yellow. She has braces, or she used to have braces, and she has really light eyes. She's a beautiful girl, and as funny as she is, she didn't get a lot of the speaking roles, even being on Wild 'N Out. Oh, Top Notch. Yep, her name is Top Notch World. Top Notch. Okay. She, as yellow as she is, she's a light-skinned girl. She's beautiful. She didn't get a lot of speaking roles either. They are, and again, Wild Now is looking for clout. Anybody who has a big following, they're on the show. They're gonna get the biggest. Yes, not Top Notch World, but they're gonna get the bigger speaking parts.
Jessie has a lot of followers, also.
No, correct, but she's a dark-skinned girl.
Okay.
So it's either you have the following, but you're just like, you're not that funny to him, but or you're a dark-skinned girl and you just like ain't it. It don't even, because I think that Jessie's beautiful.
Oh,
I think that she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But her mindset, if these niggas let her in to Hollywood, she gonna be tap dancing and jigabooing for these motherfuckers.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's very disheartening because it's like you're not even fighting the fight for Black women. They're letting you in because you said something about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't even correct it because them putting you on platforms is not correcting it. Because the next Black girl who has an issue is still going to have the next Black girl that comes along is still going to have that same type of issue.
Right.
That's the fucking problem. And for her to say some shit like that, Black baby mamas are basically she said Black women who are baby mamas are roaches. What kind of shit is that?
Brown skin roaches. She said Black men are out here talking about Drake's baby mama, but dating brown skin roaches, but got brown skin roaches for baby moms.
And what kind of
that was the tweet, but she quickly deleted it, but everybody caught that shit because of the following she had. I don't know if it was as big as it probably wasn't as big as it is now, but she had enough to where you can still search that shit up on Twitter right now.
Correct. And she's not even holding this nigga in public. You're not even holding this motherfucker accountable.
Right.
Because he's what you consider a gatekeeper. Bitch, you ain't got to be on this motherfucking show.
Right.
You're doing your thing on your own. I get what happened to you, but not holding this motherfucking accountable is not going to fix it for the Black girl that comes behind you. That's the fucking problem.
That's a fact. It's merely what Oprah did. It's cooning for coin.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's spooning for
I'm
point.
very disappointed. I'm very fucking disappointed. And I like Jessie Woo too. But then again, I'm a raw ass bitch. I'm fucking raw. Because if we throw shit at you, bitch, you're not gonna be able to catch that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And that's what I was
If
saying.
we throw shit at you about your struggles, bitch, you're not gonna be able to fucking catch it. But you are not doing anything for the black girl coming behind you, and that's the fucking problem.
That is a fact. That is an absolute fact.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it.
I mean,
why she just let this nigga off the hook? You had every right and I don't give a fuck if he reached out to you in private. I don't give a fuck about that. You hold that nigga accountable in front of every fucking body and make sure that he corrects himself in front of every fucking body. Because he embarrassed you.
Well, here's the thing. Again, I didn't see the whole interview, so I don't know if he did. But from the clip that I saw, it just seemed like he was playing into the whole.
Oh, wow.
Right. So what had happened now? Like
what? I mean, you are exotic. You're foreign. That's like me. My father's Jamaican. He's from Jamaica, right? That's like me saying, yo, I'm not African American because my mother, she's not African American. My mother is Indian. That's like me saying I'm not black. I'm not African American.
Right. I remember somebody else had pointed out in the thread of those comments that she had told Amara La Negra's mom something about, oh, at least my mom was a nurse. She didn't have to sling tamales because Amara was very vocal about how hard her mother worked.
Weren't they arguing?
Survived. They were beefing on the Love and Hip Hop show.
If Amara La Negra then said, well, bitch, at least ABC didn't happen to me and ABR didn't happen to me either.
Yeah.
She would be wrong, right?
Yeah,
but you want to sit and disrespect my mom. Bitch, I'll smack you.
Right.
Don't fucking play with me. Not when it comes to my motherfucking mama or me, because I'm speaking out about what happens in my community. Bitch, you're not Latina.
See, that's the
You're Haitian. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Let me go check that comment. The comment said,
girl, this shit's pissing me off.
She hit Amara La Negra's mom up, I think, if I read it correctly. And
she hit her mom up?
She said it to her mom. Let me see.
Bitch, you will never, ever be able to fuck with Wakila. Ever.
Like, no, for real, though.
Ever. Bitch, and say some stupid shit like that. Bitch, I wish you would. I would find you.
Trying to find it. It was mad.
Yeah, it just, because it doesn't, what she's doing, she tried to, I'm sorry. She tried to bring light to it, and she got the exact attention that she seeked. Right. But with that attention, she did nothing with it but backpedal and pussy pop. You didn't hold this motherfucker accountable. You let this nigga play dumb like he didn't know what the fuck happened.
Right.
Bitch, you know what the fuck he did.
She just spent a lot, and it's like
this is about Jessie Woo.
She didn't own the story the same way she did when she was talking about him. Correct.
She said Nick Cannon's right-hand woman, meaning she has to converse with Nick Cannon to make decisions about the fucking show. Is that not? Because if that's not Nick Cannon's right-hand woman, then she didn't have to converse with that nigga.
They said she went after Amara La Negra's mother on Instagram and said, and this is a paraphrasing version, Jessie, was better than Amara because her mother is a nurse and doesn't need to sling tamales. Amara and her mother at that time had spoken openly about how hard her mother worked to support her career by working, making tamales, etc. And she also said Jessie talks a good game, but she's full of shit. That's what that particular comment had said. I mean,
disgusting. She did nothing. She pushed black women back instead of pushing us fucking forward in the industry. I'm very disappointed.
And she's actually been the closest thing to a real victim that I've seen on colorism. I mean, BBC had a colorism special using the girl from Little Women. Little Women, who Nicki did the song with. I forgot her name, but apparently she's the only black girl on.
And she gets a lot of flack, just like Normani does.
She's not black, she's biracial, but she gets a lot of flack. Yes, she gets a lot of flack. Worse, apparently worse. But I didn't know how bad Normani got it.
Oh, me neither. Me I was like, what?
I was ready to yeah.
To go to war for it.
No, for real.
Ready to go to motherfucking war for it.
For real. It was really, it's even upsetting me thinking about it. Like,
I had no idea.
It's not the type of, like, I thought this was stuff that fans were saying they overheard on lives. And this is actual interviews where her own bandmates exhibited extremely racist behavior. Just so subtle. Like, with racial microaggressions, like the drawings they made of her. And then, like, it was just, These
bitches would never. This is why, now I understand. I got it. I get it. These motherfuckers ain't ready for what's real. These motherfuckers is not ready for what's real. That's why they don't got it.
They did it to the Tory and 3LW too.
Yeah, these niggas is not ready. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna sit back and let shit like this happen. This is fucking ridiculous. These niggas will be held accountable. I'm putting you on Front Street, and you can apologize. And you can apologize and say you were wrong, and then not only that, but I will believe it with your changed behavior.
Right.
But you will not inbox me privately and apologize and then get on live with me, or not even live, but have me on your show and act like you don't know what the fuck happened.
Right.
That shit makes me want to fight. I'm upset.
It was just.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
Feels like an insult on my intelligence. A pure, straight up insult on my intelligence.
For sure. Because I was sitting here watching. Somebody sent me one of my boo's. Her name was Wanda. She sent me the interview, and I was like, wait, wasn't she just blaming Nick Cannon and his team? But now she's not even holding this nigga accountable in public. Wait. And I was like, let me go back.
Matter of fact, let me pull up, because I think On Site had posted the first interview she did. So hold on.
And then that's what she said to you, right? This shit pisses me off.
The comment?
No. This whole situation pisses me off.
Yeah. But, let's not make, I don't want to jump to conclusions because I haven't watched the interview. And who knows? She might have dragged him on some Amanda Seales shit, That's at least
doubtful.
Like to give her. I'm
doubtful. Because even with him saying, oh, wow. You are exotic because you're not American. Like, what the fuck? What kind of shit? You're not American. You are from a different country. Like, no, nigga.
You see why I'm done? Do you see why I'm
done? Oh my gosh, this makes me so mad.
You see why I am done? Okay, I am so done. When
it comes to, especially when it comes to these niggas, like, and I was just telling,
girl, you don't know how many how many different Haitians were in my comments defending her just because she's Haitian. I had essays and essays and essays in my mentions of all these videos of African Americans committing violence against Haitians, and they're asking me when I'm gonna apologize on behalf of those African Americans I have nothing to do with.
Bitch, never.
You tell me that's not racist.
Give me the fuck, girl. Get me off this fucking planet. Get me off this planet.
Then they tried to say, oh, y'all don't hold your own accountable like you trying to do us now. I said, did you even bother trying to go to my page before you proceeded to type that dumb shit? Because my last 4 posts will show that is a lie.
Look, they said, y'all really think that Nick would allow her to drag him on the show? It's not about dragging. It's about holding him accountable. There's a way that you can hold people accountable on their platform.
Exactly.
Period. And she did none of that. Yeah, that's the motherfucking problem.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And there's a way to get your point across while still standing up for yourself and not falling victim to some narrative y'all discussed previously.
There we go. And for him to act like, I didn't know that was happening. What you say? So a producer, get me off this fucking planet. I don't want to be here no more. I'm sick of this shit. Honestly.
Is she still on Wild 'N Out now?
Who? Jessie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Wild 'N Out.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't watch that shit.
I didn't even know she was on it until she talked about it. But I just felt like it was a lot of nerve. And with the first interview, I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe she plans to address it or write a public apology. But then now I'm seeing the second one with Nick Cannon, and you still haven't touched base. But according to her in her comments, she said she did touch base and take responsibility for internalized misogyny in different ways that she's.
But in her DM or outside of it?
She said she did it in the interview.
Okay.
I
don't like that shit.
But here's
because my thing is
you still
even with you
racist.
saying, "Oh nah, I had no idea." That's where you say, "Yeah, the fuck you did." It was your right hand woman. Yeah, you did. That's where you hold. You don't wait until this nigga be like, "Well, let me just take accountability for my part, bitch." No, you hold this motherfucker accountable. But he says, "I didn't even know," because yes, the fuck you did.
Right.
I'm not doing this with these fucking niggas. I'm not doing it. These niggas got me fucked up. But this is why.
And I'm like, I try to be sensitive with our Black women. We've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it comes to a certain point in time where we gotta take accountability for some of the ways we've perpetuated toxicity and contributed to our own oppression and our own erasure. I've had to take accountability myself.
Me too.
So if I'm out here holding myself accountable, what makes you think you are absolved of accountability? Who do you think you are?
She don't believe any of that shit that she doesn't believe any of that shit that she's trying to preach now. She doesn't believe any of it. She wants to be in. That's what it is. When she's in, she's gonna understand that she's gonna be used and abused because they don't fucking want you there. Because you know why? Because God has not placed you there. You're asking. You're. Can I come in with y'all? Mm-hmm. Can I come over there with y'all? That's what the fuck you're doing. When God places you somewhere, he understands that the people around you understand the same type of shit that you're on.
That's a fact.
Period.
That's a fact.
So, yeah, I don't like it. I'm upset. I'm upset. When the nigga comes, when you're face to face with the motherfucker and you just talk shit about him on a different interview and he says, "Oh, well, I didn't even know. I had no idea." That's when you correct the motherfucker. Not let this motherfucker take accountability on his own. Absolutely not. Right. When he says he doesn't know, it was your right-hand woman, because I said it was your right-hand woman. You correct that shit. Now.
And she's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even respect it like, Nick, why are you asking me to break this down in layman's terms for you? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've done interviews on what I'm talking about. You date according to what I'm talking about and guide.
Exactly. Not that we want you. Not that we want you.
We don't.
But in general, black men, there's not enough black men who love black women. And that protect black women. And that's the fucking problem. I've seen so many stories of white men protecting black women in the past couple months. Yeah. And I'm sure there was niggas around. I'm sure there was.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Black men have me very disappointed.
I'm not marching for you niggas no more. I've already said it. I'm not marching for you niggas no more. I ain't posting shit.
And any black
man y'all take care of it.
Reserve my voice for will be a black man that is doing the work to dismantle toxic masculinity, patriarchy, misogyny, colorism, racism, and every other derivative of such. Not those ones that's half-assing and only value black women when it's time for us to catch rubber bullets to the eyes and stand on the front line.
Or fuck them.
Or, exactly. Yeah.
There's one I seen, it was on somebody's page, and I saved it to repost it. But, I think in Louisiana, they're walking around like they're at protests with guns now, because it was like these white people, these white men, try to belittle and bully these black women, and that's why the fuck we out here. Don't act like y'all don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that's the type of black men that I'm gonna go up for. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, the whole not all.
Don't just.
I'm over it, because guess what? Not all cops are bad. Is that stopping y'all from trying to
defend
the police department? Okay, we have a black woman dying every 19 hours at the hands of a black man. The whole
these niggas still don't give a fuck about us.
Just so tired, and I'm done with it. Use that effort that you're using to gaslight and deflect from the issues that black women are facing to check your mans. Period.
Yep.
Check your mans.
So let's talk about this. This whole everyone trying to say that Jada, because you had a lot to say about the Jada being a predator, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about this. All the people on Twitter, because we all know that Black Twitter is the fucking worst. Okay.
Right. No,
they do highlight something because shit pops off from Twitter and it comes to Instagram.
Right. I realized
but
that too.
Everyone, all of the women on Twitter are trying to say that August Alsina is a victim and Jada, because she's older, is a predator.
That is pure mammy behavior. Pure mammy, pick me and mule behavior, okay?
Yeah.
So tell me
explain that. Explain that.
Does that make Jay a sexual predator? He started dating Beyonce when she was 18. Does that make Diddy a sexual predator, who was damn near 50 dating Cassie when she was the same age as August? Let's not even talk about Misa, who he impregnated at 16.
Right? Had her baby at 17. Come on.
Russell Simmons, a sexual predator. Well, we know he's a sexual predator. Yes.
Correct.
But here's my point. People are putting the right energy in the wrong place. Okay.
Yep.
What they're forgetting is that the very reason that Jada created Red Table Talk was because of the many mental health issues she went through.
Yes.
People look at her now as a healed woman and forget that she was once mentally unstable herself. How does a mentally unstable person take advantage of another mentally unstable person? August,
they're in insanity together.
August met Jada when he was 22. I know that they didn't start messing with each other the day they met. We don't know though. We don't know, but let's say he did. He was still a consenting adult. Why is it that
correct?
You have Black women that are unable to empathize with their own fellow Black woman, but can do so with August?
Yeah.
He's not.
And with that being said, let's talk about, because listen, I say it all the time. I still stand by it. The whole R. Kelly thing. The girls were underage. They were absolutely taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
When they decided to, the girls left. One girl said that she hadn't eaten in 4 days, packed her shit and left. And she said, "If this nigga picks up," she got to the airport, she's a girl, she was like 30 at the time. She's like, "If he picks up the phone, I'm going back." If you were being starved somewhere, but then again, I don't live that life, so I can't
neither.
I can't grasp that. But what is it called? What's the syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. That's the only terror is all that you know. So without it, or dependency on somebody who's doing negative things to you, is all you know. So when you don't have that anymore, you don't know what to do with yourself.
And just think about, in our culture right now, how much sociopathic behavior the general public normalizes.
Yep.
Just think about how much of the general public has become desensitized to the most traumatic things.
Yeah.
The general public has Stockholm syndrome. So the ideology to think that multiple women cannot be under his mental control, I believe that. And we've seen the evidence. And okay, I do know that things such as BDSM exist, but it's different when you are preying on women in a high school parking lot on a daily basis. You have a problem.
Yes.
You have a problem. And here's the issue.
And then what they're excusing it with, he was molested by his sister, so he molested other people.
And it's very offensive because 1 in 3 women will or had been sexually assaulted. Okay, so do you know how offensive that is? Being a victim is not a choice. Being a predator is.
Correct.
So I hate that philosophy too.
Preach.
But I understand that there are a lot of people who work with, social work and mental illness, and there's a lot of people who work in psychology. So they have to believe in rehabilitation. So I try not to argue it so much. But you're not going to sit here and use the excuse of the fact that he was a victim as a rightful reason for him to become a serial predator.
Correct.
Especially a rich man who had nothing but tools to get the help that he needed.
And he decided not to.
Even
with Iyanla, she was like, he's not ready. He's not ready to take accountability for the shit that he's done. I am not helping him.
As romanticizing the shit in his music.
Yes.
I didn't know what the Pied Piper meant until a few years ago.
Oh, honey, yeah.
I didn't know that was based on a man, like a movie of a man that lured children and did sick things to them. I mean, just think
Yep.
about it. And we
Yep.
normalize the two-step.
Yep. Yep. And to this day, niggas are still listening to their songs because they're trying to separate the actual person from the music, and it's just like, bitch, you're an enabler. That's what the fuck. Like, if that was your uncle, you would be enabling. You would be helping him get victims.
But you know what's funny though? Everybody's able to separate the artist from the music until it comes to Nicki Minaj,
Woo!
another black woman.
Woo! Let's talk about that. They want to blame Nicki Minaj for shit that she didn't even do. What the fuck?
Exactly.
She never touched anybody. She never raped anybody, but y'all are blaming her.
They will advocate for the Central Park Five and in the same breath turn around and persecute her husband. It really makes no sense. It doesn't. Now, as far as her brother, who is actually paying the consequences,
yep,
they will sit up here and vindicate this woman for being related to him, but you have trouble holding Russell Simmons accountable when he has 3 black women victims.
They ready for that.
And married Kimora as soon as she turned 18.
My nigga. So he was fucking her at 16 and 17. Come on, man.
According to him, they were quote unquote friends, and he asked her mother for their permission. Do you know how many parents believe in grooming their daughters?
Yep.
It is a literal culture.
Aaliyah.
I didn't know.
Nobody wants to talk about what the fuck Aaliyah's parents did to her. Nobody wants to talk about it.
I didn't know. I never knew
the shit's
that.
fucked up. Nobody wants to talk about what Aaliyah's parents basically sold her to these motherfuckers. The highest goddamn bidder.
Well, remember,
nobody wants to talk about that.
Is Barry Hankerson is his name? So I think she was signed to her uncle, right?
I don't know. I'm sickened though.
Her uncle is that who still owns her rights? That's the reason her
I want to say
on
yes.
Streaming services. What was his name?
I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
Hankerson, if I'm correct. I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm not sure, but I think that's his name. And they probably thought she was in good hands. But then you got freaking Kaya's brother who impregnated her daughter. So it's like, you don't even know what the fuck is possible anymore.
I said, my God.
But she will sit up there and knock a gavel on somebody else's business.
It's just like, bitch, you will never have shit. She will never have anything but be sitting in that fucking gutter that she lives in.
And this is what I'm saying. You know why we ain't gonna never be free? Because there's too much karma that has to be given out. Way too much. And karma don't miss a beat. Okay? And as long as there's mad karma that has to be given out, we gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Honestly, I don't even sleep at night really too much anymore. I don't sleep into the daytime because I can't get those tweets I sent to you of what these people are doing to other people. Yeah. Like faceless, drinking blood. Like, I can't get that out of my fucking mind. So I don't even sleep in the daytime. I mean, I don't sleep at night. I literally stay up until the daylight comes.
That is
because I can't.
Scary shit.
It's
that is some whole
torturing my mind. I literally had to pray, and I was like, God, I know you hear me. Listen, if you gotta just cleanse this whole fucking earth, meaning everybody gotta go, including me, I get it. I'm because this doesn't even people don't deserve what's happening to them. These innocent children and these teenagers, nobody deserves any of the shit that's happening to them regarding what I sent you.
You know, I told you I was a victim of pedophilia in the church that I grew up in, the church that I grew up in, okay, at 9 years old. No, was it 9? I think it started at about 8.5 going on 9. And the way that I was preyed on, now looking at it, that experience in itself to accept from the right-hand man of the pastor of your church, you can't, I'm sorry, but you can't.
And nobody's holding this motherfucker accountable because he's a man of God. If this nigga don't fucking burn.
Has one of the richest churches in New Jersey. And I didn't realize how triggered I was until I saw one of my classmates in church one day with her daughter. Who's also black.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just goes to show throughout history how much the whole system within itself, but not just white people, those that contribute and benefit from that system as well.
Yeah.
Our
correct.
own people.
Yep.
Whenever they are able to get a seat at the table. Some people
Yep.
are, not everybody
Jesse.
has morality
Yep.
and integrity. And if we are asking our white allies to hold their own accountable for the way they perpetuate racism and discrimination, we have to hold our own accountable for the way they
correct.
are killing us.
Yes.
Okay?
Agreed.
And I'm not talking about the myth that is black on black crime. Fuck that. I'm talking about the fact that a black woman is dying every 19 hours at the hands of a black man. I'm talking about the fact that a black woman is 243% more likely to die giving childbirth than her white counterpart.
Because they don't believe when we tell them something's wrong, we don't feel well.
But when you have black women on the front lines of police brutality trying to fight cops and
I promise you I won't be. I promise you I won't be.
Social justice warriors and nothing else. Why wouldn't they?
I will not. I will not. I will not.
And I'm not saying there are safer ways for black women to advocate.
For sure.
We have literally been the face and leading all of these revolutionary movements. All of them. You look at them all, okay?
Yep.
And we cannot have anything for ourselves. Even Say Her Name, which was created by the African American policy because of the very much so male-centered Black Lives Matter movement. I now see that being appropriated to say their name. Say their name.
Yep.
What makes
we have nothing. We have nothing, and they show us every single day that we are worth nothing. Exactly. We tell each other you're worth something. When Viola Davis went on the BET, and she had to say like over and over again, like, you are worth something. You are worth it. You're worthy. I really had to take that in because I'm just like, literally nobody is telling black women that. Black men are breaking black women down, and we're the last one chosen. Nobody gives a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's sickening.
And then
I will not.
When you bring attention to these issues, you're deemed divisive. I'm not divisive. I come from a family of good damn black men. I know how great they can be.
Correct.
You're just not going to get there while I'm coddling and infantilizing you.
There we go.
You're not going to get there by absolving yourself of accountability. Your energy is misdirected.
Girl.
Those videos that I saw, I mean, I honestly cried. I don't know what was more traumatic. The girl being thrown in the dumpster, the girl being forced in the freezer, the girl being smacked with a skateboard. All black women at the hands of black men. Even the black men arguing with me under Toyin's post. It's like the audacity of you.
Disgusting.
You might as well spit on her grave.
Period. Because they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about black women. They don't give a fuck about us. And we have to give a fuck about each other. But we can't move forward as black women, as a community, if we have jigaboos that just want a seat at the fucking table, Jessie.
And we also have to hold the black women who are so used to bonding and brokenness accountable.
Oh my gosh.
So many, and I'm not going to say that I blame them because I was once that black woman that had believed this society when it told us not to love ourselves, that have believed this society when it told us we are deemed unlovable and we're deemed angry, and have actually felt that it was our job to baby anybody who would love us.
Yeah. And that's dangerous in itself. We deserve so much fucking better.
We really do.
We deserve so much fucking better.
I see black women getting angry at black men who date or marry white women.
Listen, if these niggas end up in jail for rape, if they end up murdered, if they end up missing, okay.
And like here, and black women should be date expanding our own preferences and dating outside of our race.
You said we should?
We should.
Absolutely.
We are the only race of women that are committed to
loyal to the motherfuckers who have never held us to us. They've never held us up.
When in the words
they're still
of
not.
Cannon in the words of Nick Cannon, black men been getting killed, okay, for the right to sleep with white women. But they crucify women like Doja.
Yep.
Who may or may not date white men that may or may not be racist.
But even if this is it, she don't date niggas. So and I get it.
But where's
I fucking get her hate comes from.
Where's that energy with the numerous black men that have been dating racist non-black women forever?
Fucking what's his name that said I could date whoever I want? What's that nigga name? Omari Hardwick.
Oh my God, that's actually who I was thinking about. He said you will not disrespect my wife. All she did was call her a white woman, which is what she is. The fact that you think that's disrespectful already lets us know what's going on in your mind.
He feels guilty about it. Yes, he feels. That's why every time there is no the comment that she posted was like this big. This nigga's comment was like this fucking big over, and then the whole idea about it is I can date whoever the fuck I want.
He tagged somebody else.
But y'all niggas love to crucify Serena Williams for finding love in a white man who respects her.
Ready to cancel
These
Doja.
motherfuckers gotta suck my dick.
Tried to use the fake Sandra Bland narrative to turn black women against Doja. What does that let you know?
Girl,
what bothers us. It's a gimmick. When are we going to stop falling for it? I'm done falling.
But nobody says anything to Cardi though. Nobody says anything to Cardi.
Nobody. And they won't.
Nobody.
She swears she apologized. She's never apologized.
I don't give a fuck if you apologize, bitch. You still feel that fucking way. You still feel that way, bitch. We don't forgive you.
And the audacity of her to say Breonna Taylor's name, it's like a fucking slap to the face.
Girl, you don't give a fuck about that girl. You don't give a fuck about that girl. She don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. She's a selfish ass bitch.
Like,
period.
And then that shit.
But again, I don't.
For Complex to cancel Academics once he says something about a non-black woman, but he's been disrespecting several black women, including Nikki, forever. We weren't worth the cancel. It's just every day, down to the Mike Tyson biopic that Jamie Foxx is spearheading.
So wait, what happened with Complex? What happened with Complex and what happened?
Exactly.
So he's no longer with Complex.
But they were ready to cancel Chrisette Michele for doing her job, and successfully did so.
Listen, I still don't give a fuck about that Chrisette Michele. She knew fucking better.
I don't either, but it's just an observation.
I get it, especially with the conversation that we're having. But no.
Yeah. But why they?
Because she was cooning too. She was just like Jessie, trying to get a seat at the table.
Where was that energy for Kanye?
Correct.
You feel me?
Correct. But nobody wants to cancel Kanye because he makes good music. Fuck that nigga music. Fuck that nigga wife. The thing is, and his wife is getting all of the accolades for freeing these black men or black people when there's actual black women that are doing the fucking work. They've been doing the work, but nobody gives a fuck about them.
No, never do.
Nobody gives a fuck about them as long as they can see Kim Kardashian and Kim Kardashian can go to his fucking jail and say, hey, y'all.
And can walk up in the White House in a blazer.
Girl, fuck these niggas.
Asking him to
you
sign
fucking porch monkeys. Fucking porch monkeys. I fucking hate. I'm done. This is why I say,
don't say that.
Yo, I'm done with the fucking jigaboos. I'm done with the fucking jigaboos and wanting to fucking sit at the table and don't want to hold nobody fucking accountable. Nobody, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it.
But you know what? I feel like black women need to definitely expand their dating options for sure. And
y'all better. All the black women on this, if you are not married, leave that nigga.
No, seriously. Start making the demands that you deserve. Seriously.
Fuck these, hell no.
Okay? Other races of men love us.
Oh, yes. Okay? Oh, yeah. Let me tell you.
From me, okay? Ain't no
she got her other
probable racist than dating an actual black colorist, misogynist, featurist, texturist man. Okay, take it from me. Okay. Okay.
Listen, so one of the guys I was talking to, he works for Amazon. he was like, do you know, like, we were just having a conversation. I went to his house or whatever, we were having a conversation. And he just like stopped and just like was looking at me. And I was like, what's up? And he's like, do you know how many men would like at my job who are all white, because I'm the only black one, would kill to be with you? Like, they love black women.
Like,
and every time I bring one to, and like a company, whatever, he's like, they're all over her. They was like, they love black women, but black women won't date them because black women are cautious about dating white men or Asian men. They're very cautious about it. I know I still am, because I don't want to be fetishized by no fuck. I don't. But the thing is, I'm fetishized by black niggas too.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be fetishized, but these niggas is fetishizing me too. So which one?
Somebody told me on that post that I put up, showing all the different exemplifications in Hollywood movies of white men, you know, being in love with black women, and the Players Club was the first one. And somebody, one of my followers, had commented that it's too much rape to ignore. Y'all are ignoring us dying every 19 hours at the hands of a black man. So what you mean?
Yep.
Tell me. I mean, and I'm not saying that the answer to our problems is in the hands of some white savior. But
no,
at least it's
absolutely not.
Time.
But when it comes to a black woman being safe, being happy, being in a healthy relationship, these niggas ain't it.
Not even that.
If a black man is making you go through treachery in order to be happy, and he's putting you through hell, leave that motherfucker. Stop staying.
Here's my thing. Black women are becoming single mothers at an 81%. I'm sorry, at a 77% rate. 81% of black women are the head of household.
Yep. Yeah.
So again, here's my thing. I'm not saying that the answer to our problems is in the hands of a white savior.
Correct.
But at least it's not a waste of time.
I'm gonna surrender Williams to the motherfucking rules fall off. Fuck these niggas down.
Normalizing
being
a baby mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in what world can Mariah Carey sue a man for $52 million for wasting her time?
My nigga.
Admitting that she has bipolar depression, but Eliza's being crucified for asking for $60K a month after having a man's baby, and he said he wanted to kill her. I just don't. Again,
I don't agree with neither one. I definitely don't agree with Eliza.
I don't.
But my thing is, Mariah didn't do that to a nigga. She did that to a white man.
I said a man.
I'm talking about race. Oh, she ain't do that to a nigga. She did it to a white man. We all know that Eliza wasn't getting $60K a month. We all know that.
Well, it hasn't been decided, has it?
No, not yet. But she's dead. I think that he offered her like 10. But we all know he ain't got the money.
A month.
You said what?
He offered her $1,000 a month.
Oh, that nigga's tripping. I promise you,
the way
$1,000
is in ways that he didn't even do to Sierra, who really broke his heart. You can't tell me that's not because she's her.
But my thing is, listen, do not make me take up for this nigga, because I don't like him.
I don't either.
But my thing is, she brought it. Listen, Sierra did not bring her issues to the internet. She didn't do that. Eliza brought her shit to the fucking internet. If you wanted for justice to be served, to get that $63 million a fucking month, you should have took that motherfucking nigga to court the same way you did it in the first place. She brought all that shit, all that disrespect to herself. She did, because she know what kind of nigga that she was dealing with. Anybody who has a baby by this scum of the fucking earth deserves to be dragged, because bitch, you knew better.
Let me clarify.
You fucking knew better. You should have never had a baby by this nigga, ever.
Let me clarify. I am in no way defending her decisions.
I'm just saying, like, don't make me defend this nigga. She should have.
To the end. I'm just pointing out an observation. That's it.
No, I get it, but we have to look at the specifics of the case. Sierra did not do what she did, so that's girl. She brought all that negativity to herself. She did. My thing is, I am not. If I have a nigga, baby by an ain't shit nigga that is well known, a future of sorts, you motherfuckers will not know. You would just know I'm in court. I'm out of court. I'm either paid or I'm not paid.
You seen that viral video of her on the boat with Ra? when they
Yes.
when I heard how she was acting and how Ra had to continue to remind her to be civilized, I knew then that
she's a whole fucking hoe out here
to be. Because
and like I can't go for we got 20 seconds. All right, I'm gonna save this live. We'll come back sometime next week because I have to go. I fucking love you.
It's been
yeah.
already. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, I love
All right,
you.
bye.